Zimdigital set-top box decoders with all the 7 local television channels and 6 national radio stations are now available for sale. The decoder will give you viewers access to ZBC News, ZBC TV, ZBC Jive TV, 3K TV, Kiona TV, NR TV and ZTN Prime. No subscription is needed as all the channels are free to view. For 25 United States dollars or the Zig equivalent, the decoder comes with a cable plus indoor and outdoor antenna. The decoders are available at the Broadcasting Authority of Zimbabwe bars, Transmedia and all the TV broadcasters.
I'm relieved. We are done. Whoever came up with this concept of homework didn't really like us much. You know, I was thinking the same, like me with my mom, then do a discussion and tell them that was my homework.
It's like our parents was secret meetings about these things because Mama, Lowami, same WhatsApp group.
Anyways, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh boy, what are you thinking?
Kulunga Sizwe.
Imagine a world where we run things. Well, I'm lost.
She means a world where we are in charge of everything.
Exactly. Okay, Miss Imagination, paint us a picture. Well, imagine a world where we are in complete control, where we do everything on our own. We dance, we sing, we do spoken words, we speak to adults over children's issues, and they follow our lead. And the best part is... Wait, girls, let's not think ahead of ourselves. In what world will adults allow us to do what we want? I have an idea. How about we do this on the first Sunday of March?
You mean ICTP? Cool.
Yes, it's a time again when children get to run the show.
Join us on the 2nd of March as we celebrate in song, dance, poetry, and many more.
So please, come along as we take over the with International Children's Day of Broadcasting 2025. This event is running under the theme
Protecting Children's Rights, Everyone's Responsibility.
Kuchengetedza kodzero dzevana ibasa remunhu wose.
Ukuvikela amalungelo abantwana ngumthwalo womuntu wonke.
Be sure to join us on the 2nd of March live from our Pocket Seal Studios, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
ICTP 2025!
Akuru manzivende wako daitaterera aya mashoko chiziviso terera Zimbabwe ati muparari ndinoda murarame ndicho chichiziviso mwaka watakupinda iwoyu ungangova nemafashamu ungangova necyclone togara takagadzirira. Prevention is better than cure. Tisazoyeuka bako tanaiwa. Kune vanogara nzvimbo zine mahigh risk, mungava mumabani, mungava mumatoro, pedyo nenzizi, pedyo nemadhamu tobvako. Torega kukrosa nzizi dzakazara, torega kumira pasi pemiti kuchinaya. Akuru manzivende wako daitaterera aya mashoko chiziviso terera Zimbabwe
very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you might be joining us here on ZBC TV Sports. Welcome to the town of Shamba, the gold mining town of Shamba here. As you can see, our wonderful drone pictures are just taking in the glittering life that is here in the gold mining town of Shamba, which is home to the team they have nicknamed Chinu Chedu, our thing. That's Simba Bhora, and this is the vibrant town of Shamba. Simba Bhora winning the league championship last year, so they are the reigning Zimbabwe Premiership champions, and what a place to be in. If you ask me, would I have switched to be born from Mbare to here, Shamba? I'll think about it, but no. Mbare remains my home. But as you can see there, you know, the markets, the sprawling markets, everything about here is just good as being in any urban center, because one thing they do, the people of Shamba, they love their team, Simba Bhora. This is why they call them Chinu Chedu, winning the league championship last year, and probably one of the favorites to retain that league championship. Of course, nowadays no longer under the tutorship of the man we call Stanza, Tonderai Ndiraya. He has gone now to Scotland. They are now
Quiet. They've gone to France. Quiet.
Right, as I was saying, who has now moved to Scotland. Scotland FC were in action yesterday, and they were ugly win. So said Stanza, he welcomed the ugly win. But like I said, Simba Bhora now under the tutorship of former flying Zimbabwe winger Dubai, Joel Lopatla. He is the man in charge. But they are meeting a team that they are just failing to find the formula to unlock what makes them tick. FC Platinum. They've met 4 times since they were in here in 2023, and they've lost 3 times. They've won once, that is Simba Bhora, and they've lost 3 times. Last year they lost both encounters here at Wadzanai Stadium, which was the reverse picture. The first one was at FC Platinum's home ground. They lost, and when FC Platinum came here, they lost again. Yes, so welcome to Wadzanai Stadium in Shamba. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika, straight from the freshness of Rufaro Stadium yesterday, where we watched a scintillating encounter between New Boys Mavira Scotland Football Club taking on Triangle United. The Sugar Boys or Triangle United were hurt right at the death. They considered an own goal. But that is how the cookie crumbles, as they say. Right, we also managed to talk to the soccer fans here in Shamba. But before we do that, let's just quickly say hello to our 2 analysts here. First, let's say hello to the man we call Jose from the COP. That's Joseph Nkani. Jose from the COP, welcome here.
Oh, thank you, CNN. It's good to be here, and today we're here to witness what one will call a mining in Daba, where we see the platinum miners fighting it out against the gold miners. So we want to see which mineral is going to prevail over the other, which mineral is going to gain some stock on the international markets or in terms of minerals. But it's promising to be a thriller because the 2 teams have been exchanging punches. Of course, FC Platinum have had the better of Simba Bhora in terms of the head-to-head clash. So we want to probably expect that Simba Bhora will turn the tables today and also put a measure of damage on FC Platinum. But we wait to see how it's going to prevail.
Oh yes, it is the battle of 2 champions. One former, one glitter, one reigning. And I see my very good friend Steve Vickers just walking into Wadzanai Stadium, staunch fanatic of football. Yes, Steve Vickers, and he's here, one of the journalists in the country. Right, also with Joseph Nkani, we We also say hello to the man we call Coach Bex at ZBC TV Sports. He is Bekimpilo Nyoni. Oh, incidentally, Coach Bex is another Liverpool supporter, but we are not talking about Liverpool today. Coach Bex, yes, this is Wadzanai Stadium in the sprawling town of Shamba.
Sprawling town of Shamba. Thank you very much, Chale. And I think today we are looking to be watching Simba Bhora and FC Platinum. I think FC Platinum, when you look at their technical team, it's a beefed up technical team where they've brought in Darlington Dodo as first assistant. They've also brought in Brighton Chandisaita as a fitness trainer, and the second assistant who has always been there is Daniel Veremo. But when you look at that new look technical team for FC Platinum, it is a very strong side, which shows that the team means business and they are here to challenge for the championship, which they lost last year.
Oh yes, they lost it last year and they lost it to Simba Bhora. And yes, like I said, they lost twice, both home and away, and they are hoping to turn the tables this afternoon. Can that be done? That is the big question. Jose, can it be done?
It's very possible. It is very possible. And I think Simba Bhora coming into this match as defending champions. And of course, we acknowledge that they've gone through a revolution. They've had a number of changes. They've lost a number of key players. But it's an opportunity for Joel Patla to actually cause a dent and just push some measure of respect on Simba Bhora, who are coming in as the defending champions. And they won't want to lose ground so early, but just to get a good result out of this match.
Oh yes. Now, the owners of the game. You are the owners of the game. Don't let anybody fool you. You are the owners of the game, because without you, it wouldn't tick. So what we did with our crew earlier on this morning, we were here round about 7 a.m., can you believe? And our crew talked to some supporters, the owners of the game in the sprawling, in the gold mining town of Shamba. And just listen to what some of the owners of the game had to say about this encounter.
I think this season we are going to take the championship again.
Tiri vatsigiri Simba Bhora tinoita zvekubika sadza panapa, tikurudzira kuti tinge tichiitawo mari uyewo tichiitawo kuti Simba Bhora yedu mutambo uno nemukurumbira.
Isusu sevatsigiri veSimba Bhora nhasi tiri kutarisira kuti FC Platinum iri kubhurwa mugraundi medu 1-0. Nhasi FC Platinum kwayauya kunopisa ichasinzwisisa irimo mugraundi imomo, ichabuda iri mam0, isichange tiri 2-0.
Tiri kutarisira straight win. Platinum yakanyangadza record yedu last season, saka gore rino hatisi kutambira zvichemo apa miwe pawadzanai panochiwa munhu.
Nhasi norova vanhu, shiri inorova, FC Platinum iri kupwanyiwa.
Right, the owners of the game there. Hanzi team yemasapota haidyiwe, because maseterwo anenge akaitwa pese panoiswa munhu anogona. So team yemasapota haidyiwe. You heard what the owners of the game had to say as we are here in the gold mining town of Shamfa, and the Simba Bhora supporters really pumped up. They would like to turn the tables on a team that they have failed to find the unlocking formula for the past 2 seasons. So can it be done? Yes, if you're just joining us, yes, we're here at Wadzanai Stadium, and tomorrow also you can join us. We'll be at Baobab Stadium. Yes, we're traveling all over, so you can join us from Baobab Stadium tomorrow, where the Panthers Moss will be taking on Ibozo Highlanders. What a cracker! Yesterday we had a cracker as well, and Becky, what a cracker we had. But let's not continue to talk about yesterday. Let's talk about this game here. We see that. Let's first talk about Simba Bhora. 3 changes from the side that lost to Dynamos in the Challenge Cup last weekend, and what a Challenge Cup it was. Very exciting. You followed it on ZBC TV, didn't you? And 3 changes. In comes a new goalkeeper from Namibia, Tole Williams, to replace Tonderai Mateaunga, and also William Manondo comes in there, and Neva Tigere as well. So they've benched 3 players and brought in 3 well, not new faces, but 3 new faces from the side that started against Dimbare last weekend.
Definitely, this shows that the season is starting, really starting. Obviously, last week when they played against Dynamos, the technical team saw something which they were not happy with, especially maybe in goalkeeping, where they felt that let's use our goalkeeper Umwe, who has been declared by their goalkeeper coach as the first choice, the Namibian goalkeeper. So they have got the safe hands of the Namibian goalkeeper. They know that the security in defense is tight on its own. Then they've brought in the main men who should supply the goals. We know what William Manondo has been doing for Cape United, and I'm sure everyone at Simba is eager to see if today he can open the season by scoring those important goals. And the coaches have got confidence that there's not much which he has lost by moving from Capes to Simba Bhora. That's why they've thrown him as the first choice, and I'm not surprised because I think he was among the top goal scorers of the year last year. So from that point of view, definitely. Then Never Tigere, with all his experience, having played at FC Platinum, having played in Tanzania, he has been played at Ngezi, and now here he is. I think the coach, the technical team is justified to have all the 3 coming in, and that on its own, I think, shows that they have got a team which is ready to challenge for the win in the 90 minutes.
Oh, yes. So watch out for this gangling goalkeeper, Tole Williams. He's from Namibia, and he has replaced Tonderai Mateaunga. We'll have to see how those 3 changes do work in the favor, that is, of, if it happens, of Dubai. Never Tigere, we all know him, arguably the finest dead ball specialist in the country. Yes, you remember Elvis Chuchuchueshe, Mercedes, Rambo, Sibanda, all both of those dead ball specialists. Well, I think Never Tigere, yes, we say arguably, but in my book, Never Tigere is the finest dead ball specialist in the country. We will have to see if he can deliver any dead balls at Wadzanai Stadium here. Now, let's reverse the coin. Remember, this is the battle of 2 champions. One is a reigning champion, one is a former champion. That's Simba Bhora, Chinuchedu, reigning, and Pure Platinum Play, FC Platinum, defending. Now, Jose, FC Platinum have brought in Gibson Nyasulu. Yes, you will remember a team called Nyasa Big Bullets, eh? That was the team that was being coached by former Warriors and former Dynamos head coach Manabun. That's Callisto Pasua. He's now, of course, left Nyasa Big Bullets. He's gone on to coach the Flames of Malawi, the senior national men's team. Now, Gibson Nyasulu is from Nyasa Big Bullets. So, this man, it will be very interesting to see how he holds the rear guard of Pure Platinum Play this afternoon.
Oh yes, it's looking. If you look at it from both teams, they've actually flavored some international flair into their lineups. And when I looked at the lineups, even for Platinum, I saw that the coach Norman Mapeza deployed a 3-5-2 formation, which for me speaks of a coach who's deploying a strategy that seeks to gain control in the middle of the park and then unlock the 2 strikers who probably will want to do damage. So, and if you look at the flip side, that the lineup that has been deployed by coach Dubai, Joel Lupasha, is also a responsive 3-5-2 formation, which for me speaks of 2 teams that are seeking to gain control in the middle of the park, which then unleashes the 2 strikers. So I think what is going to decide this game today is going to be the midfield battle between the 2 sides. Who's going to dominate the 2 midfield areas where they've congested the midfield department for both teams, and then thereafter, whoever dominates that, I think, is going to unlock the 2 strikers up front to possibly nick in a goal or 2. But at the end of the day, I think the argument is going to be more in the middle of the park than in the attacking third of the field.
Yes, we will see. And we all know, Muchina we Majusi. Kuruka Kwaneda Majusi. He likes to play carpet football. You know that. You do know that for many, many years. And he also liked to play carpet football when he was playing for the Warriors as the Warriors captain as well. So, don't be FC Platinum will never change. That's swift, one-touch passing, very attractive to the eyes. So we'll have to see how he does that. I see he's also got a few other guys coming in there to pump up the attack. And the big question will be, can they get the 3 points? We know that already Mavira Vira, Scotland Football Club, are sitting on top of the Zimbabwe Premiership standings, 3 points after they beat a very unlucky Triangle United who gave it their all yesterday. And across town from Harare, the Sunshine City, we have the students, rentals, taking on the Wi-Fi boys, Tel 1. That's another cracker. That's another cracker. And of course, we've also got in Chisumbanje, the Green Machine, Caps United, are being hosted there by Boys Denaro, Green Fuel. Green Fuel, Boys Denaro taking on Makepe Kepe. So we've got quite a fiesta. Right, Becky, but the big one. The big one. Before I forget, because we'll be joining Vava in the commentary box just now, I just want to find out from you the scoreline. Remember, but before we do the scorelines, let's have a look first, or let's have a hear. Yes, a look and a hear. Look and listen. That's what TV does for you. We talked to the two head coaches before, of course, before this encounter, the two head coaches, Dubai, Joel Lupasla of Chinuchedu, and Muchina Wemajuzi, Norman Mapeza of Pure Platinum Play. And this is what they had to say about this big encounter.
Not an easy fixture for any coach to have asked for, but we have to play these games, and I think the boys are well prepared for the match. You know, when you play one of the best teams on the league, you don't need to be psyched up. The game already psychs you up, but I think we are playing at home. We are ready for FC Platinum. They've got an experienced coach. The preparations, I think they were very, very good, especially in South Africa. We had to bond. We needed that. And I think for now, we've got a team. We've got unity. We wanted that brotherhood, and the brotherhood is there. And we want that brotherhood to rap onto the pitch to show the people of Shamba what we've been doing.
Look, it's our first game of the season, you know, and in terms of our preparations, I can't say much. We prepared well. 2 weeks of pre-season Bulawayo. Then the rest of the preparations, we finished them in Shawani. We are here today. We are going to play Simba today. It's not going to be an easy game for us. Look, we had a look at how they played last week against Dynamos. Very organized team. So we know definitely the challenge we're going to face this afternoon, but we are ready for the game.
Straight from the two horses' mouth, you heard what they had to say about this big encounter. A lot of respect between the two head coaches, of course, both former Zimbabwe Warriors players, of course, that is Muchina Wemajuzi and Dubai. Very outstanding for the Warriors. Remind you again that both encounters, Simba Bhora, Chinuchedu lost both encounters at Mandava Stadium in Zishavane. They lost there 1-0, and then FC Platinum came here towards the 9 Stadium. They beat them again 2-0. So they are hoping to do something. They are hoping to change something. So it is time for me to find out from these experts what the predictions are. Remember, yesterday I almost got it right. I had 0-0 for Scotland and Triangle United, but the last touch by Blessing Chihota when he chased the ball past his own goalkeeper, Hamilton Makanganwa. Well, Hamilton will want to forget that game yesterday, just like his surname relates, Makanganwa. He will forget that one. Hamilton, if you're watching, I'm sure you want to kukanganwa that game yesterday. So, Coach Bex, focused.
2-1 to FC Platinum.
No hesitation. Hey, one time, 2-1 to FC Platinum. That's what Coach Bex thinks. Let's find out from Jose, the man from the COP.
If you look at the statistics between the two teams in the last 2 years, Platinum has scored 6 goals. A total of 6 goals against Simba Bhora. And Simba Bhora has scored 2 goals against FC Platinum, which gives FC Platinum an edge. But I don't want to ride on that. I think today Simba Bhora are going to come in with a fight. They are playing at home in front of their home fans, passionate fans for that matter. And I think at the end of the day, we'll see a goal from either side. But this afternoon, I foresee a goal-scoring draw between the two teams.
Okay, goal scoring draw, Jose. Be specific. 10-10, 11-11, 15-15. Be more specific.
Possibly 2-2 this afternoon.
2-2.
Yes.
So he's got a draw. He's got FC Platinum winning. So for me, for me, Chinuchedu are going to win this one by 2-1. Because remember, Coach Beck said 2-1 in favor of pure Platinum play. I'm going 2-1 in favor of Chinuchedu. And Jose is going 1-1? 2-2, a draw. So just write that down. Keep that in mind. Let's see what happens. But let's just talk about this explosive opening to the season. We hope that we will keep dancing. Like I said, chubby checker, let's twist again like we did last summer. Well, we hope we'll get twisting because the Challenge Cup, we twisted a thriller. Yesterday, we twisted at Rufaro Stadium in that leg encounter. Very unlucky for Lukuba Hombe Masomere. And this game, and the game at Rufaro as well, the rentals, the students, and the Wi-Fi boys, I hope that people will be twisting there as well. Coach Bex.
Yes, definitely. It's really good to be having a situation whereby the first game have shown that things are going to be really good, and we are expecting to see a thriller in this game and see more of this rather than having a scenario whereby we go out and always say what's happening to our football. I think we are going to be seeing a good game, and especially when you look at the two lineups for these both teams we are watching today, there is potential for us to really see good football, and taking into account what these coaches themselves want in terms of showing good football to the fans.
Oh yes, Jose, we are twisting again. We hope to be twisting here at Wazanai Stadium. We twisted yesterday at Rufaro, and I guess they'll be twisting at Chisumbanje at Greenfield Arena, and at Rufaro, like I said, the students taking on the Wi-Fi boys, and more twisting, and we hope for an exciting season.
Yes, so far I've liked the hype, the expectation, and the positivity in the football game in Zimbabwe. You know, of course, we take it from the top. There's a new Zifa boy that has come in. Teams in the PSL have also invested in various ways to beef up their teams, to make sure they put in a good show for this season. So I definitely believe that this season is going to be bigger and better than last year. If you consider the investments that have come into football, new money that is coming into football, player movements that have come in amongst the teams. So I think this season is going to be an upgrade in the football system, football ecosystem of Zimbabwe. So every fan has every reason to anticipate a great season, and hopefully their respective teams will come up and win something. But we are in for an exciting ride, and we hope we're going to sustain this. If you look at the fans that turned out yesterday at Rufaro Stadium in a match between Simba, Bhora, Scotland and Triangle, that was a good crowd by any measure.
Oh yes,
yes, and considering that it was a midweek game, and if you look around even this stadium at Wazanai Stadium, there's actually a sizable crowd. It's a good crowd that has come in. So we don't know whether it's a crowd that has been drawn in because it's FC Platinum who is coming to town, or it's Simba Bhora, the hometown. So it's the home crowd that is coming. But either way, we've seen a good size.
Yes. The people from Shamba, they don't care who's playing. They come to rally behind Chinuchedu.
And you cannot take that one away from them.
Yes.
So even if you look at the number of the crowd that we've seen so far, it's actually a promising crowd, which is an indicator that people in Zimbabwe love football, and so far there's a great anticipation on the season that we are facing. Today is just game one for most of the people, but it's game two for Simba Bhora, Chunichavo, Ngava Chitore.
Okay, yes, Chinuchedu, they call them. And just a reminder, our number one team, the Warriors. You haven't forgotten about that, have you? The Warriors take on the Cheetahs of Benin in South Africa in the World Cup qualifier first leg on the 20th of March. So make a note, the Warriors taking on the Cheetahs of Benin, just to keep you abreast of our number one team. I know the girl child, our girl child was knocked out of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations tournament by the Vultures of Angola, but that's how it went. But don't give up hope, the girl child. We will be rallying, still be rallying behind you. So just take your seats behind. Take your seats, fasten those safety belts, relax, because we are now going for an exhilarating 90-minute ride in this gold mining town of Shamfa. The home team, Chinuchedu, Simba Bhora, taking on pure platinum play FC Platinum. Let's join Vava, Valentine Mabugu, for the first half, the first 45 minutes of the commentary. We will be talking to you at halftime.
We are in for a thrilling encounter and a match today. As defending champions Simba Bhora face off against the former champions FC Platinum at the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. This highly anticipated encounter is expected to be a real test for both teams, with Simba Bhora looking to defend their title and FC Platinum, of course, seeking to reclaim their former glory. Simba Bhora has undergone significant changes since their championship win, with several new signings including William Manondo, Tonderai Mateaunga, Carlos Mavurume. They've also appointed a new coach, Joel Lopata, who replaced the title-winning coach, Tonderai Ndiraya. On the other hand, FC Platinum have bolstered their technical team with the appointment of Darlington Dodo as assistant coach. And of course, right now, let's cross over for the national anthem. Indeed, the national anthem being rung and sung, and of course, I did mention that on the other hand, FC Platinum have bolstered their technical team with the appointment of Darlington Dodo as the coach to Norman Mapeza. They've also made some new changes with Mbongeni Ndlovu being the captain of FC Platinum. He is a son of a former legend that is Bektemba Mavata Ndlovu. And he's now, and of course, some of the big names have come through to FC Platinum. They did their work earlier with the inclusion of some of the good names like Oscar Bebe, Jefferson Maroa, not forgetting Shepard Mtanga, as well as Nixon Chasulu being part of that good side. Will they play the same kind of football that we expect them there? John Kani as my match analyst.
Campaigner in the Premier Soccer League. So when I looked at the lineups for the two teams, I saw that both coaches deployed a 3-5-2 formation, which for me speaks of teams that are, one, respecting each other, but two, seeking to dominate the midfield argument. in the game. So I think the game today is going to be decided in the midfield, where the two coaches have congested the midfield. If you look at the 5 midfield players for FC Platinum, you are talking of your Brian Bandas, your Divine Mindirazi, Shepard Mshangas, all these are seasoned campaigners. And when you look at the Simba Bhora, they've also come in with an argument where you have your Butelezo Ngube, Blessing Moyo is a seasoned campaigner, and Never Tigere, who will give you a sweet free kick, which for me is arguably one of the finest free kick takers in Zimbabwe. He's got the punch behind his free kick, he's got the precision behind his free kick, so it's going to be exciting to see how the midfield argument is going to pan out.
Indeed, and of course we look at Simba Bhora themselves, the team that played against Dynamos in the Kasalaga Championship Challenge match, and we can tell you that not many changes have been made. Only coming in to start is William Manondo, as well as that is
Never Tigere.
Never Tigere
also
to start for this encounter. And we look at that encounter, and we look at how the first 11 with goalkeeper, that is William Tole, starting this afternoon as well. Webster Tafa, one of the amazing defenders from last season. Anesimo Mauchi,
yes,
he is there. He's former soccer star of the player, soccer star of the year of the year. There's also Trevor Shungu Mafunga. There's also Blessing Moyo Sasha. He is the captain. You will be the one making sure that the lads are well good. And also we look at that is Mtogoz Ngube Musutu Butelezwe.
Yes.
Outstanding against Dynamos. He showed us. Then from Yada FC from last season, that is Blessed Kevin Dereki, another good player. William Manondo from Caps United comes in for Simba Bhora. Never Tigere to bolster that midfield and control. And of course the striker, Kurira Isak, maintains his starting position.
Yes, and you are almost guaranteed of a goal when you look at William Manondo. He's one player who used to knock them in for Caps United. So there's potential for goals there as we see the teams now exchanging passes.
And of course it's FC Platinum who have in your colors yellow, all yellow. And of course Simba Bhora, the home side, in all green this afternoon, coached by Norman Mapeza. He is a man who has won 3 titles with FC Platinum so far, and building in a rebuild kind of exercise for him. Simba Bhora themselves disrupted with how Scotland have come to the market of Zimbabwean football and gotten most of their players, but they are the defending champions.
Yes, if you look at FC Platinum coach Norman Mapeza, he's one of the respected, astute, disciplined coach that we have in the land. And if you look at the business that they've done at FC Platinum, they didn't do much. They've maintained largely the core of the team that did business for FC Platinum last season. Only a few tweaks here and there. But you expect super tactics that will be coming in from FC Platinum through coach Norman Mapeza.
The first yellow card of the afternoon being flashed here on that big defender. That is the man Botho Tinashe Nzori being shown the first yellow card of the afternoon. Just a minute and a half into this encounter, Joe. That should unsettle him. That should be a challenge to him. He has to maintain high discipline.
Imagine playing 98 minutes with a yellow card hanging over your head and you are a defender. That certainly puts in some measure of pressure on you to make sure you are tight, but at the same time you are disciplined. You watch how you throw around your feet so that you avoid conceding a crude tackle that can see a second yellow for you.
Cross comes in, a header. The defensive one is cleared. Nicely done by FC Platinum as they get out of their own half and push it forward now. They come forward. FC Platinum inside the 18. A chance! Get a shoot! Misses. Another one. It's a belter. Comes from Shepard Mhlanga. Free kick, says the referee. He has blown his whistle. But what a chance to him to cut back or to shoot it go.
Yeah, I think I liked his option that he had taken. He had taken an option of cutting back because there was no one exactly directly in goal. But there were two FC Platinum players who are around the penalty box, penalty spot, which for me I think was a good decision. As we see the confirmation of the yellow card there against Botho Nzori for FC Platinum.
But it's a it's an advantage to FC Platinum in this decision. As we see that cutback tried to come in. Yes. It would have been good. He was delayed. He shot and blocked. It hit the referee. That's why he had to give a free kick.
Yes.
In that instance, understandably.
Yes, understandably so. It should be a drop ball. Tadrenkos had taken a shot from
Divine
Mindra. So we speak, of course, of an attacking intent on the part of FC Platinum.
And then here they come again with Shepard Mhlanga. They push it now to the right channel of attack. FC Platinum gonna kunenge kudada. Simba Bhora, they push it out in clearance on the far side in their own half. Still under pressure from FC Platinum. It's launched inside. No takers for FC Platinum, but they will chase it and they'll get it from the Lukosi. Oscar Bebe on the ball. Loses possession. Simba Bhora, they want you to clear. They'll get a throw in on the near side. So far, easy going, but FC Platinum with the impetus and challenging and asking all the right questions in terms of getting the first draw of that.
Yes, we've seen a measure of attacking intent on the part of FC Platinum. But, of course, they haven't done anything that damaged the host Simba Bhora. So, but at the same time, we need to acknowledge that they've ventured into the final third of the host team, Simba Bhora. But at the same time, it could also be a reflection of how the host Simba Bhora have stood resolutely in defense. And we see Coach Joel Lupatla giving instructions to his team there to make sure they keep it tight at the back.
Did FC Platinum in business here? They're chasing for a win. Bongeni. They'll find Divine. Filmo Mindirera. They push it back. Mindirera with a good pass. Can they cut back here? FC Platinum with a shot. Blocked there from Shepard Mhlanga. Ishonesu. A foul being committed. Norman Mapeza up on his feet. Asking his players to concentrate. Asking them to play it. He wants them to pass it more often.
Pure Platinum play. That is what he's asking for. Of course, we see a late challenge that came in there from FC Platinum, Oscar Bebe.
Here comes FC Platinum. Blind pass. Cleared for a counter-attack as they were there looking for Kurirab Isak, but not quite well defended by FC Platinum. Throwing on the near side to be taken by their captain, Blessing Moyo. They call him Bisto. He's also on the calendar for the 2024 season as one of the soccer stars of the year. Blessing Moyo on the ball with the throw in. Mube, Buteleze. Here comes Never to get it. Nyani with the cross inside. Well read by the goalkeeper. That is Bizaban. Simbarash. But Christian David in a Christian name. In Shona they call him Simbarash. Here comes now Simba Bhora getting possession now, getting to the crust of this game. They've missed a cross there from the goalkeeper. William Tole, not quite sorting out his feet quite quickly to get the red card.
He was actually playing that ball under pressure. He had been pressed to force him to make a desperate and a stray clearance ball that resulted in a throw-in for FC Platinum. So we say he was playing that under pressure. So he had to just make sure he cleared his lines.
Ishonesu being turned here, lucky to get with that one. Charlie, he hung his leg over. That is Tadolekosi Buenya. And the referee gave that free kick. That's the one they've just taken just now. Simba Bhora now the defending champions of the Castle Laka Premier Soccer League. the team from Shamba. As you can see, the partisan crowd, Bongeni, Ndovu. His middle name is Lindere. They keep it. Let's hope they will keep it here. Bit of play from FC Platinum as they come forward now with Shepherd Mtanga. Free kick. FC Platinum. A challenge on Oscar Bebe. As we see an instruction being given. There was challenge on Shepherd Mtanga. Being fouled there by William Manondo. Chasing back. Good to see him chasing back. He didn't do that against Dynamos.
Yes, yeah, because he also hasn't been heavily involved in the action in the past 7-8 minutes because somehow FC Platinum had spent more time in the Simba Bhora half, so he's trying to get himself involved in players. We see that person coming in.
Well defended by Simba Bhora. Can they go on a counter? They can't. Oscar Bebe. Nixon Nyasulu. FC Platinum tearing the screws here. Dominating play and confident in how they're taking the pace here. The home side yet to exert themselves in great play as they were trying to push forward with Ishmael Nyani. Free kick. Speculative, trying to get the goalkeeper off his feet. Mafunga. He was chasing for a long one, that's Trevor Shungu. Mafunga. He was outstanding against Dynamos in the Casalaga Premiership.
Yes.
I think he gave a good account of himself as a central defender.
Yes, he did, of course, although unfortunately he ended up on the losing side after a dreaded penalty shootout, which then saw Dynamos prevailing over Simba Bhora last week.
On the left channel of attack, this is Simba Bhora in all green. They push it back. FC Platinum in possession. Foul. Free kick. Quickly taken by Divine Minderera. Cross comes in, but it's a poor one. That one will go out, a wasted chance.
A wasted chance.
They could have organized themselves.
Yeah, I think he rushed his cross. I think if he had taken another chance to make sure he had the ball under control, he would have sent in a beautiful pass. As we see there, we call it football and beauty. They go hand in hand.
Beauty and football.
Yes.
Bring it. That's what the Casalaga Soccer League brings here.
And besides, it's a family sport. Anyone should come and enjoy a game of football.
We thank our astute camera person for that. Throw in on the near side. FC Platinum to take it. Mbongeni, the captain. He's grown in leaps and bounds. Ex-Highlanders. His father played for Highlanders. Not loyal to Highlanders. He has traveled to Shavane some 232 kilometers to find a home.
Yes, looking for the money, looking for the gold, and he found platinum.
He is the captain now, can't blame him. FC Platinum with the deft touches, try to penetrate the Simba Bhora side. Free kick. Adjudged by the referee for the afternoon today. That's Lawrence Simondi in the middle of the park. A foul on Brian Banda, they call him Para.
Yes. Trevor Mafunga had actually lost his man there, and of course he had to.
Or some call him Pipi. The fans eagerly awaiting. Simba Bhora partisan, you see?
Yes, but a bit uncomfortable at the moment. They're still wondering why their team hasn't really taken control of this encounter. So far, FC Platinum has asked more questions than the host team Simba Bhora. So definitely they are not sitting in a position
Whipped
of comfort.
it nicely. But defended well by Simba Bhora. They'll push it back to their goalkeeper, Bizaban. A mistake here. Dereki gets inside the 18. Dereki. Oh, he took too long.
It took too long
to find a pass. He
Yes.
couldn't settle in his feet.
Yes.
Quite enough.
Yeah, he had found his pass on the left wing. He would have released a teammate to go head on goal.
Jackson Maroa fouled as well. That should be a yellow card indeed.
Yeah, Trevor Mavunga getting himself into trouble there.
Trevor Mavunga.
That's his second misdemeanor in a space of 2-3 minutes.
42.
Yes.
Trevor Mavunga, a foul. Peter and clearly, but he couldn't allow him to go. Professional foul, you call it, John?
Well, professional foul.
During a day, what would you call that?
Yeah, you call it a professional foul, but these days they are calling it a technical foul. You know, you're trying to delay an attack against your team. You're trying to delay the attackers so that you regroup as a team and find each other. But in the process, they then end himself a yellow card. That's another player who is now trading on thin ice. You are a defender and you are earning yourself a yellow card in the first 13 minutes of the game. So you need to watch.
For Simba Bhora, they're under pressure, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Free kick to FC Platinum. They take it short. Shade within the center circle in the Simba Bhora half. Mbongen pushes it back to find Nixon Yasulu. The cross comes in and a corner kick will be considered by Usheo Nesu Mauchi for a corner kick. The first one for this afternoon, job.
Yeah, the first corner coming in the 15th minute and coming the way of the visiting team, FC Platinum. And rightly so. Look, Vale, they've been asking more questions than the host team have done. So
I think the victory by Town almost and how they handled themselves against Simba Bhora could have given a hint to FC Platinum how they need to exert themselves this time.
yeah, it might give us a hint of that nature to say maybe FC Platinum coach Norman Mapeza was watching that game knowing fully well that he was going to face Simba Bhora in the first league encounter. And he was an interested spectator in that game.
Brian Banda chipped in, bubbling inside the 18, and after FC Platinum was still with possession. Oscar shot too much of it, well defended. Simba Bhora to chase. Gurigab Isaac. You'll find never to get it. Blessing. Back to the goalkeeper. William Tole. Simba Bhora now trying to exert and have a bit of detection and command in this encounter, which they've enjoyed for the first 15 of this encounter. Shoneso lost it, but luckily that one trickled out for a throw-in on the near side. It's a high press by FC Platinum, making them gain the loose ball.
Yes, that's why you've seen even Simba Bhora goalkeeper William Tole playing desperate clearances. It's simply because FC Platinum have actually gained a measure of control in this encounter. They've exerted themselves so far. All they need now, I think, is to be more precise, more decisive up front, and possibly get a goal out of this phase that they've enjoyed so far, where they've somehow dominated the exchanges. But again, they need to watch out in case Simba Bhora will pull in a surprise on the other side of the pitch by nicking in a goal against the run of play.
A good 10. This is FC Platinum with full Platinum play now. And they show off. Oscar Bebe concedes a free kick, but better play in terms of interchange going forward in their attack. Simba Bhora have to be wary. They have to be very careful with how the movement. As we can see, Buji, Simba Bhora, the owner, they're in the cavalry T-shirt, as well as the man who got his first victory yesterday for Scotland, Scott Sakpanya.
Yes, birthday boy yesterday who got a victory over Triangle, albeit through an own goal by Triangle. They are also he's also part of the crowd sitting in our VIP lounge this evening, next to the host here, Simba Buju, who are the founder and owner of Simba Bhora.
Throw in on the near side. Blessing Moyo. Heavy touch from Bhora. Throw in on the near side for Simba Bhora. Blessing Moyo to take it. Quickly does. Move Mtokozis. Never to get it now. Here comes now FC Platinum. The corner could end up pure Platinum play. They're in control so far, they're detecting the pace. They fight the goalkeeper, David Bizaban. He has managed to relegate Wallace Mangalan. I always thought he was a brilliant player for the national team, Wallace Mangalan. But no member president sees it differently somehow.
Yes, yeah, I mean, you only need to guide.
That should be a free kick. Not given. Throw in on the near side.
Yes, I was saying you need also to respect the astuteness of coach Norman Mapeza. You would have seen something out of the player. As we see here, the Zimbabwe Warriors, the national coach, Michael Nis, amongst the crowd there, watching for talent definitely to see who he can plug in and send into the Warriors setup.
For me, the challenge of development should have been a free kick. Surely that should have been given.
Surely that should have been given, yes. But of course, we need to take into account that it happened outside the box in case fans expect a penalty. That would not have been.
Outside the box,
but a free kick should have been awarded there for Divine Mindira, who was impeded as he was about to enter into the box, and he was impeded by Captain Mauchi.
That's Blessing Moyo,
yeah? Blessing Moyo, the captain for Simba Bhora.
So there you get the Greens, the fans that are watching the game as well. That's the beauty of the game. You always get these in trees or anywhere just to get a glimpse and a view.
Yes, they have what we literally call the bird's eye view. You are watching a football match from any branch in a tree and enjoying it for free. That's typical, or figuratively, the bird's eye view of the soccer match between Simba Bhora and FC Platinum.
Here comes FC Platinum, Oscar Bebe. Pushing forward now, but a good challenge nonetheless. What did the referee give? A corner kick. There is a corner kick. FC Platinum getting another corner kick. They're looking in control, and the movement and how they're passing it around. Not only do we have elders coming, the kids are also here.
Yes, I mean, football is a family sport, and you can see that little girl there enjoying herself in the terraces, being part of the story, being part of the action at Wazanai Stadium.
In swinger, the keeper to parry it away. FC Platinum still in control. A cross comes in, overhead, safely in the hands of William Tole. He gets this one. He commands inside. Launches a long one forward. Free kick. They call him El Shaddai, Desire. Hagiza Magaya. Looks to be okay to continue. He's up and running already, but he's okay. I'm in control of the game. Agiza. Mbongeni Ndlovu. I don't know if we should nickname him after his father, Galamavata, so we have to find a unit. A chance for us, another shot! My goodness gracious me. That's relief. That's relief from Tanalenkosi. Gwenya. You missed that one. You should have buried that one in the back of the net. But good defensive work coming from the Webster Tafa. Webster Tafa was left for dead in that one. But I think his pressure managed him to put it down. Nomeno Pesa. Still grasping on the son of Shamba, the gold mining city, or town if you like. Simba Bhora, the defending champions. They push it now to Bizabani, David. Bizabani, Tumbongen, the captain, Bongen Dog. He's a left footer. Back to his goalkeeper. 24 minutes have been played so far. Goalless it remains. Simba Bhora nil, FC Platinum nil. Poor pass. Simba Bhora to launch, a long one forward. Much to the chagrin of the fans, the partisan one not too impressed. Jolu Padla sweating his tears off and looking to goal kick. 25 minutes by our clock. William Tole, edging his lads, as you can see some of the fathers still trickling in and coming for the game. Yeah, a bit late, but never late than never. FC Platinum with an opportunity to attack here. Shepard Mhlanga. Cross is whipped in, a cross is coming in. From the other centers, of course, Captain United will travel to Greenfield, and we can confirm that Captain United are currently trailing by a goal to nil. Nomeno Pesa applauding his lads for a good job in terms of their attack and their intent. Long one, launch forward. Simba Bhora winning possession, but can they keep it? Not quite, but the winner free kick nonetheless. On the far side. Nixon Yasulu confessing to the referee that wasn't a foul, but it's already given. Goalless remains after 27 minutes. Free kick to Simba Bhora with an opportunity to make their first attack here of intent, and maybe if they can get this on precision with Never Together. It will be whipped in. He went for goal.
You would expect that from Never Together. He is one of the most refined set-piece takers we have in Zimbabwean football. And definitely he did justice that. It was a shot on target, but of course it did not trouble Simba Bhora goalkeeper William Tole. But you can see that is one player who can give you a sweet free kick that can trouble any goalkeeper in the land.
Simba Bhora now on attack. Nyani, good defensive work coming through from both worlds. Tinashe Nzori. Beauty and football.
Beauty and football, it goes together. And as we can see there, a lady fan who's enjoying herself, but probably asking herself a number of questions to say who is going to prevail this afternoon.
Which team do you think is she supposed to?
I think she's local. I think she's local. They love their football in Shamba. That's why they call it Chumuchedu.
FC Platinum now in control. Dictating the pace so far. 29 minutes into the half. Simba Bhora regaining possession. Derek, Tigere. Throw in. FC Simba Bhora. Quickly taken by Tigere. They push it all the way back. Mawuchi. Choose goalkeeper. That is William Tole. The goalkeeper. Confident. And the defender makes a mistake here. Simba Bhora could capitalize.
A series.
Surely Guriab Isak should have made something out of it.
A series of errors from the FC Platinum defense, starting with the goalkeeper. And of course, the fans, they have every right to call in for a substitution. As early as the 30th minute of the match. This fan here will not bother what is happening on the field. As long as he's enjoying his snacks, all is good. Never mind what is happening on the field of play.
Here comes FC Platinum, former champions themselves, with the highly decorated coach Nombeni Mapeza, making sure that Simba Bhora doesn't have it easy here. We saw it out yesterday. The Galacticos of Zimbabwean football didn't have it easy, and with their expensively assembled side struggling against Tribe United. Or is it that the talk of football is back in football?
Well, when you talk about football, Valentine, it's not about the big names. At times, what decides games is how the players apply themselves in a game during the 90 minutes. Because, you could be a heavily invested team, but your players could be complacent. Your players could have a lackadaisical approach to a game, and that can decide the outcome of a match. So, but in this context, we are seeing a game which has somehow frustrated the fans because there hasn't been any bite up front. There hasn't been any action to invite fans to be involved in the game. I think this game definitely needs a goal from either side.
Mr. Chibuku Manondo was trying to create something here. Here comes Simba Bhora. They push it back to Mawuchi. Showing is on the calendar for the Soccer Star of the Year in 2024. Blessing Moyo also on the calendar. Butelezo. Blessing Moyo. Surely that shouldn't have been offside.
Surely that shouldn't have been offside. He came in
from the other side.
Yes, he came in. I think the near assistant referee there got it all wrong. The player who ran in for the ball was actually involved with action, was certainly not coming in from an offside position. He came in on rushing from an onside position. I think the near side assistant referee got it wrong there.
David Simbola Shevizavani to his captain, Mbongeni Ndlovu. Para, Brian, Panda, with a good pass, well taken by the man Tandolenkos. FC Platinum, they look comfortable on the ball in terms of how they're passing it, and with intent, structured.
Yes, Valentine, they look comfortable on the ball, but their comfort on the ball has not been decisive to pierce through the host team Simba Bhora defense so that they can trouble the Simba goalkeeper William Tole. So far, William Tole hasn't been really bothered because he's been well protected, simply because while FC Platinum have had most of the ball, but they haven't really caused any damage to the host team Simba Bhora. That's why we are saying this game desperately is in need of a goal. It may be a goal that may come from Simba Bhora against the run of play, but either way, this game needs a goal.
Do you think it's a caution coming from the two sides as the cross comes in? Good defensive header, but well won by FC Platinum. Let's see how they execute this one. Get the whip in across. Not quite. Brian Panda. Mindirira. Oh man. That one tickles out from, that is Shepard Mtanga. Couldn't really get the right pass.
He couldn't get a right pass there. As you see some of the fans there asking themselves, how is this game going to go? One for the future there for the mighty Warriors.
I think that's the youngest.
Yes, the youngest fan that we've seen today. You spoke about the teams probably being cautious, Valentine. Yes, you might be cautious, but at the same time, you need to score a goal and then also get yourself some measure of comfort. As you see, Green Fuel currently taking the lead over Caps United down in Chisumbanje. The Rentals College are taking a lead, a 1-0 lead over Tel 1. And while in Mutari, Manika Diamond and Yata FC are still locked in a goalless game so far. Chicken Inn are facing Bikita Minerals and still 0-0, while in the Midlands, Kwekwe United and Ngezi Platinum is still goalless. Similarly, here at Shamba, it was a nice stadium. It's still goalless between FC Platinum, the visitors, and Simba Bhora.
Do you feel it's a season that we're going to be starved of goals, how the teams are going to be prepared and how they most of the defense? Because yesterday, if it wasn't of a mistake and error, we would have seen a goalless draw.
Yes, Valentine, I think it may not only be a case of this season.
The goalkeeper taking all the risk.
William Tole, for me, I mean, there's FC Platinum goalkeeper, he has been showing Bisabani, Diva, David Bisabani. I think if Simba Bhora could capitalize on his lethargy at the back, probably they might play into pressure and probably get something out of it. That was a late challenge
by Butolez and Move. He's a gritty player.
Yes.
Takes no prisoners with him.
Yeah, but you need to be very cautious, Valentine. Don't end yourself unnecessary yellow cards. Yeah. We're talking about the goal drought in Zimbabwe, Valentine, where I think it's been a trend over Zimbabwe. Our goal return has been declining. Look, the soccer star or the golden boot is going to a player who would have given us 11, 12, 15, less than 20 goals in a season. Definitely speaks of our football. We somehow has not demonstrated the bite up front.
Do you think you still have a player who can take it as far as this?
No, not at the moment. We don't have as many polished set piece takers in our
Brent
football.
Panda to try. Goes it over the bar, no problem.
Yeah, fine. Good technique. He went for the killer, but of course it went off target. In terms of the techniques, evading the wall, finding the goal is something that special set piece takers can give you, but of course in that case we saw that we didn't get that benefit.
It reminds me of the young man Adrian Silla. I don't know what happened to his career. He used to be very good when it comes to this long range. Yes.
Beauty and football. And of course we see a Ghana there in the background.
They're chasing Liverpool, so let's not get into that.
Yeah, that's a different conversation. We'll get carried away. Yeah, but right now the state of affairs towards the nice stadium is Simba Bhora, the host, 0, and FC Platinum 0, and we've played 37 minutes.
Simba Bhora with the opportunity for a set piece. Red. Let's see how the Never Tigere knows how to peck them from that distance.
This is Never Tigere territory. Hopefully he's going to get something out of this. Maybe just trouble goalkeeper David Bisabani and give him some work to do, something to think about. Yeah, as you can see, they never together.
Tipping shot.
Yeah, and his shot is not only precise, but it's got also the venom, it's got the pace, it's got the power. So expect to see something that can trouble the goalkeeper from Never Together.
Former AC Platinum himself, can he punish his former paymasters? That's the question. Let's see how he's going to execute this one. Never Soft on target.
Yeah, on target, but nothing much to travel Bizabani in goals for FC Platinum.
So that was never going in from never.
Yeah, it never went in. But we never say never will never score from a set piece.
Long launch ball. Blessing more. Bisto. Former Dynamos. Maritzburg United player. Finds himself captaining the former champions. He had a stellar season last term around. Poor pass coming from Blessing Derek. Throw in on the near side. Nomen Mapeza agitated on the touchline, is always animated.
Very animated, Norman Mapeza there. He's not happy with what he's seeing because this team has dominated but hasn't yielded anything out of whatever they are doing. Yeah. As we see there, Blessing Moyo earning himself a free kick. Yeah. One would have thought that he probably impeded the FC player the other way around, but he actually earned a free kick.
Quickly taken. Spread on the far right. Far left in attack for Simba Bhora. Rushed cross. FC Platinum on the attack, but quickly defended. Oh man, he should have been intelligent.
Yeah, well,
is it experience or fortune favored him?
No, I think it's experience. And one thing that I think contributed to that stumble is that the turf held the ball from freely rolling over the line, which is what Ndlovu was looking for. But there was no need really for the Simba Bhora player to come in and launch in on Butelezo Ndlovu in that instance.
Indeed. That's the Platinum. Simbarashe, David. He finds a pass all the time. Well, somehow. FC Platinum. They should be all drilled in the training ground. Here they come. FC Platinum now. Gonna get the whip in across here with Divine Mindirera. Cross comes in. Cheeky Black Hill. Maushe clears. Here comes now. Para. Brian Banda. Oh, Cherry is offside probably.
That was a good run. He maintained his line because he ran into space, giving himself an opportunity to receive a pass there. The run was good, but I think the timing was bad.
I always mention that very few people can make the U-run in Zimbabwean football. The last that I saw was brilliant was Katavi.
Oh yes.
That's one player who I knew could make a U-run.
Yeah, but in that case we saw that he mistimed his run and then played himself offside.
Simba Bhora. 41st minute. Well, clock. Goalless remains. Simba Bhora nil. FC Platinum nil. Big game. Former champions, the defending champions. Quickly taken. Simba Bhora. Can they get the answer here? Chance. Nicely defended. But they regain possession. Buthelezi and Nuga. Nyani, Ishmael. Buthelezi pushes it back. A long ball is run forward as they were looking for Blessing. Pistol is looking more advanced today on his role as more of a run back.
Yes, simply because we've seen the two coaches applying a 3-5-2 formation where they are defending with three players, which means that the other two wing midfielders will tuck in and recoil backwards when out of position. So that's why we see him playing wide off the left channel there.
And Derek, he should have carried the ball, don't you think?
Yes, he should have. He should have.
Instead of passing it by his head, he couldn't get the right.
He didn't get the right connection with the ball.
FC Platinum pushing forward here. Para. They couldn't find him a chance. Buthelezi. Throw in. Look at the fans.
These are the
excitement, the anticipation.
Yes.
And them saying it was so near so far.
Yes, the visiting fans from Zishavani, they hoped to get something out of that. But of course, Mauchi there, with a timely clearance, otherwise it would have been trouble for the host team Simba Bhora.
So it looks like William Tolle is benched. That is Tonderai Mateo so far in the first game.
Yeah, well, he got the nod, but look, it's still early. It's the first game of the season, so you never know whether they keep. I mean, you don't want to rotate your number one in football. You want to maintain that stability in goal, consistency in goal. So yes, he might have picked him for the position, but we wait to see how it goes. As we see the coach Joel Dubai Lupata also standing up and giving instructions to his team.
Here they come now. FC Platinum with the crosses are 18. Mtanga. Brian Panda. Free kick surely. Not given. Derek. Simba Bhora now. Manondo. Mr. Chibuku. Fouled. Here they come now. Tigere. Couldn't get there. Nicely shut down and closed down. But better play from Simba Bhora.
Yeah, beautiful play from Simba Bhora. They are also trying to lay a marker in this game, looking for a goal before the halftime break. And in football, Valentine, these are some of the crucial moments in football where you either concede a free kick, concede a goal, or get yourself a goal in this in an encounter. The last 15 minutes or the first 15 minutes.
Indeed. 45 because. Joe, you'll be going down just a few minutes from now. Throwing on the near side. Let's see how much optimal time we'll get here. Simba Bhora crosses whipped in, but not quite. Simba FC Platinum never to get it. Yani. 2 minutes of optional time being signaled by the fourth assistant, but David, oh man, he's brave. That is David Vizabani. Very brave in that instance. Here it comes. 2 optional time minutes to be played. We're into the first 30. FC Platinum in control. No overthrow, no threat, but making sure they keep the ball. Brian Panda. A shot comes in! My goodness! That one just went by a whisker. Nominal Pesa will applaud from Brian Panda. What a shot, John Kelly.
What a shot from
Surely that should
Brian
have been
Panda.
something.
It would have decided.
Yes,
it would have been a good way to go into the halftime break, having scored a goal. But of course, nothing came out of that. So these are the moments that the fans will actually be looking for in a football match. You know, something that invites the fans to be involved in play. Look at that connection that he had from
Look at
range.
that.
Yes,
Just there. The keeper had to parry it over the bar.
He had to make sure. You can't take your chances there. It might ricochet
that
off
was
the
a shot on
crossbar
target.
and into your net.
Brilliant shot on target. FC Platinum looking to shock the defending champions. They've been there before. They know how being taken off your patches. Cross comes in. Let's see Moyo to clear. Throw in. FC Platinum fans enthused, enthralled, happy how they've executed. And the referee will blow to end this half. At this juncture, goalless as the defending champions, former champions FC Platinum. Nominal players are agitated, but I'm sure he'll be happy with how his team is executed this half so far. Simba Bhora, the players themselves having their own caucus meeting before they can get the word from Joel Patla to hear what he's going to say. I'm sure they're about to defend themselves, how they're going to explain themselves, how they've gone about this match. Jareki, Mube, Manondo, Blessing Moyo, the captain, having a conversation. Bizaban David, outstanding, comfortable on the ball. Mbongeni Ndlovu, the captain, so far for the 2025 season, steady, leading his charges to a more comfortable. It is FC Platinum fans that are dancing and happy with the South so far. As the two teams walk out now to the dressing room to find out what the coach will say. Surely the second half should be more entertaining. Right now, let's get more analysis from Charles Seren Mabika. John Cunning, as they give us how the first half pertained. It's subdued. Was a nice stadium. They haven't seen what they expected. They're wondering if they're going to defend this title. Will they? That's the big question. But in the first game for them in Matchday 1 of the Casalaka Premier Soccer League, it is Simba Bhora 0, FC Platinum 0.
So, a stalemate then in this gold mining town of Shamba. Chinuchedu, Simba Bhora, the hosts, nil, pure platinum play, FC Platinum nil. As you have seen, maybe FC Platinum having more cracks at goal and slightly the more offensive team in terms of possession. Well, one should always expect that. Whenever you play FC Platinum, they'll always have more possession. Like when you talk about Spanish football, any team that plays Barcelona will always expect that Barcelona will have more possession. So that is the story here. They've had two cracks that could have gone through. The more prominent one, a cracker by Brian Banda from midfield, but no problem for Tole William, the new goalkeeper for Simba Bhora. And I'll tell you that we've got 6 games, 6 Premiership games spread right around the country. We'll be giving you an update on that one. The latest we've had 3 matches that have got teams that are leading by 1-0. Just so if you don't know, your team might be behind. But so far here, 0-0. Let me just remind you, Bekim Pilonyoni focused 2-1 for FC Platinum. Joseph Nkani focusing a 2-2 all draw. I am focusing a Simba Bhora 2-1 victory. So, who will be victorious in quotes between the three of us? Let's start with Coach Bax. Your sentiments of the first half.
So far, so good, especially for FC Platinum. I think they've been playing very well. I think, unfortunately, on the third half, they tend to be a bit on the slow, and also they are not utilizing chances, whereby at times when you get to the third half, when there is an opportunity for a cracker, it's best to go for a cracker rather than trying to say, let me find a very clear space so that at least I can shoot and go.
Right, so the sentiments there. Remember, he is still tipping FC Platinum to win by 2-1. Your reflections of the first half, Jose?
For me, the first half is pretty much a balanced affair, but FC Platinum have had more dominance, and more so in the midfield. But what has been lacking for FC Platinum has been that decisive pass that can break the Simba Bhora final line of a defensive pairing of 3 defenders. So what that means for me is this game desperately needs a goal. Whether it comes from more promising FC Platinum or from Simba Bhora, who will then come in against the run of play. But either way, this game is desperately needing of a goal. That is what the fans are here to come in and see. But we haven't seen that. It's been congested in the midfield. FC Platinum have been playing, exchanging beautiful passes, but they haven't been able to breach the back 3 which then turns into a back five when they are out of possession in terms of Simba Bhora. But anything can still happen, but FC Platinum have asked more questions than Simba Bhora.
Okay, so let me just give you an update of the 6 games that are taking place right throughout the country. Well, this one, you know, it's 0-0, right? And then at Bata Stadium in Gweru, New Boys, the Gold Boys, are hosting Madamburo, Ngezi Platinum. And that one, I can tell you that Madamburo are leading by 1-0. At Chisumbanje, at Green Fuel Arena, Boys Zenaro, Green Fuel are hosting Makepe Caps United. And I can tell you, that one, Boys Zenaro are leading by 1-0. At Rufaro Stadium, the students, the rentals, are hosting the Wi-Fi Boys Tel 1. And I can tell you, the students are leading by 1-0. The other 3 games, the Gamecocks taking on the Lithium Boys at Luveve. The last we had, it was 0-0. These are the latest score lines the last time we had. So I said the Gamecocks and the Lithium Boys 0-0. At Sakuva, the Manika Diamonds, the Gem Boys, and the Miracle Boys, Yada, the last we had, 0-0. So those are the updates of those 6 games right around the country. If your team is behind, if you are Makepe, well, just pray some Caps United supporters who are here watching this game, a couple of them, just watching this game out of interest, saying it's a sin to score first against Caps United. This is what they are saying. I don't know whether that one will be true. We've heard that about Real Madrid, that you don't score first against Real Madrid. Ask Pep Guardiola of Manchester City, he will know that. But Bex, just leaving this game here, some bright starts so far then from the students, the rentals, from Madamburo, Ngezi Platinum, and from Boys Denaro, Green Fuel.
Yes, I think the 10-men rentals are leading, as they call it. Football people call it 10-men rentals. But I think last season we saw what they did. They were the best team in Harare, and they seem to be continuing from where they left. And I think it's really encouraging to see that the rentals are doing very well so far, especially with an underrated coach, the underrated players, but the results still says otherwise. As for Caps United, they've gone to Green Fuel. Green Fuel never lost a game at home last year, and it seems they are continuing in that order. And I think it's really good that they've changed their technical team, where their head coach now is Taurai Manguero, and they are leading 1-0. If you can maintain that, I'm sure it's really motivational and encouraging to everyone in Green Fuel to say we are going to be winning games and try to make sure we challenge for the championship. And as for teams like Manika Diamond, maybe most were hoping they could have scored, but Yada, you underrate them at your own peril. It's one team who appear to be very weak, but they play as a unit, and every time it becomes very difficult to break through.
Yes, the whole program of the Zimbabwe Premiership, we keep you up to date. Yes, that's who we are. We are ZBC, and when we are always there when it happens. We are keeping you up to date. We are here at Wadzanai Stadium. Tomorrow we will be at Ngezi, at Mondoro there, at Baobab in Mondoro, where we will be giving you live the Panthers, Moors, taking on Iposo, Highlanders, and of course, at Rufaro, Dinamo Dimbare will be taking on ZPC Kariba, Kauya Katuruturu. So, we keep you up to date, remember. Right, Jose. We go back to Wadzanai, talking about Wadzanai business, this gold mining town. These people who call their team Chinu Chedu, they don't care who comes here. They fill up the stands. Well, it's not full, but it's a really fair, good crowd. Jose, second half, Dubai, that's Joel Lobasla. What does he do to break this voodoo, which seems to be continuing with its invincibility? Last year, Stanza Tondera Indiraya could not break it. What does he do in the second half? Because, as you rightly said, and as we have, I think everybody watching now, FC Platinum are being more dominant. They've had more cracks at goal. What does he do?
Right, I think what is going on in Coach Joel Lupata's mind right now is firstly to thank his players for a disciplined defensive first half. They've done well to contain any threat that might have been created and thrown at them by FC Platinum. That's the starting point. Acknowledge the way the defense has done their job to protecting their goal manned by Tole. Then going into the second half, you want to ask yourself to say, okay, FC Platinum have enjoyed more possession, which they've not done much with. So now let's try and get more of the ball. If in football, you need to utilize your possession, which Platinum have failed to do. So we then want to look at a way of dominating play through possession and dominating play through control of the midfield, and then create decisive play into the final third of the pitch, which then breaks the FC Platinum defense. I want you to note something, CNN and all our viewers. David Bizabani has actually been not so settled. If you look at the number of times where he has looked jittery, for me, that's something that also maybe Joel Lupata will want to look into, to say, do you want to press him hard, force him to make more errors? Because he has looked very uncomfortable. Even some of the balls that he tried to play, even outside the box, for me, those were dangerous and mostly could have presented a chance. So I then think Joel Lupata will say, guys, now let's go for it. We've done well defensively. We've contained the damage. So now let's go one gear up and try and push more men forward and create more chances. Even if we get one odd goal and then still manage the game, it still results in 3 points. So I think shift the gears, Joel Lupata, go one gear up, more men up front, cause more problems for goalkeeper David Bizabani, and then you might get a goal and shut office.
Yes, the choir is going ablaze here at Wazanai Stadium. I'm sure you can hear them. They're singing all the songs here from Shamba, the sprawling town, the gold mining town of Shamba. They are singing, backing their team. And Coach Bex, I've really been impressed by the former Highlanders duo of Kevin Mindirira and new captain for FC Platinum, Bongani Ndlovu, partnering Brian Banda. I mean, they are the more solid side in terms of midfield, and very impressive.
Very impressive in terms of FC Platinum, especially defense, midfield. They've done very well, and I think we indicated going up front there seem to be weaknesses in one way or another. But if you look around here during this halftime, you can say there's some movement in terms of players who are showing that the coach wants something up front, and there are three attacking-minded players who are warming up. That which means any two of them might get in as early as possible, which is a sign that the coaches also realize that there are opportunities to get goals, and we can only do that if we change the pace, the way we want to look at it, so new players might come in and with other ideas, and the instruction from the coach might help change things and get that very important goal.
Well, let's see and find out what the second half does bring. Remember, I did say this is a battle of two champions. One reigning, that's Simba Bhora, and the other one defending, that's FC Platinum. They last won the league title in 2022, in case you've forgotten. Well, they had won it first in 2017, breaking a 50-year hoodoo for any team that won a league championship outside Harare or Bulawayo. The last team that had done that was St. Paul's Musami, nicknamed the Father Davis Babes, back in 1967. They won that 1967, and that record stood for 50 years until Norman Mapeza's FC Platinum broke it in 2017. Well, Liswe Sweswe was there as well as the coach of FC Platinum. So, can they rise and come back after 2022, or can Simba Bhora defend it successfully in 2025? That is the big question. So, do you expect much to change? I know you've talked about maybe Simba Bhora doing this and that. And quickly, what do you think Norman Mapeza will be telling his side now?
I think Norman Mapeza will be telling his side to be more clinical up front. They've ventured more into the host Simba Bhora half, but they haven't been decisive. They haven't hit the host team. So I think Norman Mapeza will want to address that, the decisiveness and the effectiveness of play in the Simba half, which hasn't been the case. Although they've dominated the ball, they've dominated possession, but they haven't been clinical up front. I think that's what Neman Mapeza might have addressed at halftime.
Right, so we are ready for the second half. It's 0-0, and if you are a Makebe fan, keep your fingers crossed that Boys Zenaro can be outdone there eventually. If you are a Wi-Fi Boys supporter, keep your fingers crossed that Tel One might then score a goal against the Rentals, and of course the other games will keep you updated there. What we are doing now is rejoining Vava, that Valentine Mabugu, who will shortly be joined by Jose Kani in the commentary box. We'll be talking to at the end of the 90. It's 0-0 here at Wazanai Stadium in Shamba.
The two teams are back here. Substitutes are being made here. Off. Run Banda out. Junior Makunike coming in for, that is the team here so far. Simba Bhora to get us underway in the second half of this what promises to be a thrilling encounter so far, as we've reached the halfway mark in this highly anticipated match between Simba Bhora and FC Platinum, and it's all still anyone's game with the score locked down at 0-0. Both teams have created score opportunities but haven't executed them to precision, but neither has been able to fight the back of the net. Simba Bhora's signings have shown promise, but FC Platinum's experienced defense has kept them at bay. FC Platinum, on the other hand, has struggled to break down the Simba Bhora's solid defense despite their wealth of experience and attacking power. As we head into the second half, both teams will be looking to capitalize on the opportunities and take the lead. Will Simba Bhora's new signings finally pay off, or will FC Platinum's experience and financial muscle give them the edge they need to win? The tension is palpable, and the crowd is on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaited the restart. And of course, Makunike comes in for Butola Zenube, Junior Makunike, and John Kani. John Kani is here with me with some of the changes being run by Todera Intiraya, as he has taken out Butola Zenube to bring Junior Makunike to try and control this game. That's what he needs. We saw how Butola Zenube was impressive against Dynamos, but Junior Makunike, a worthy substitution.
Yes, Junior Makunike is one player who is comfortable with the ball. So I think him the sign coach that he has that creativity in the middle of the park, which of course we've seen that FC Platinum dominated. So I think Boniface is trying to bring in some decisiveness in the middle of the park. Junior Makunike comes in some creative play and hopefully trouble FC Platinum.
Indeed. Blessing Moyo, the whipped in cross and chance, and just, my goodness gracious me, the goalkeeper there, David Bizabani, couldn't latch onto that one. He had made a mess of it.
We've seen it countless times before in the first half, Valentine, that David Bizabani hasn't been comfortable. Even the balls that he's been asked to play, the ball to fit, he has really hasn't given us confidence, as we see the FC Platinum being threatened by the host. So it seems like the changes that have been run in by Coach Joel Parker are beginning to show hope and give reason for the local fans to anticipate.
Do you believe
something.
that the second half also belongs to the coach?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because the second half, we want to believe that the coach would have seen the shortcomings of his team, and then he rings up a number of changes, which hopefully should decide the course and the ultimate outcome of a match. Look at that shot.
Chance.
David Mizarani being called to duty once again.
Wow.
Parrying the ball over the bar, but which of course the ball didn't have that much height.
What did Johnny Passer give this lads at halftime?
I'm sure he gave them a tongue lashing in the first half, but of course appreciating what they did defensively. Look at that ball. It was not really a high ball as it were to expect the keeper to punch it over the bar, but all the same, the punch was decisive to stop. We count that as a goal attempt, a goal on target, which David Mizarani did very well.
Cross comes in. Pisto. Blessing Moyo with the cross inside the 18 header. Off target. A chance to latch on and can he shoot? No, he doesn't. Finds a man. Get the whip in across. It comes in. It's a good one. Overcooked Pisto. Oh, that one goes out. That was a cross from Ishmael Nyani. But the intent, the asking of the questions, FC Platinum have to respond to this.
FC Platinum has to respond to this, but we want to acknowledge that Simba Bhora have actually come in as a changed side in the second half. Hopefully they get a goal out of the intensity that they've shown in the first 3-4 minutes of the second half.
FC Platinum, Kona Unengo Kudada. Good challenge. Throw in on the near side. Agazio, Bothel, Tinashe and Zori. FC Platinum, twisting and turning. Derek, good touch. Counter attack. Overcooked pass. They had hope there, but the pass wasn't good enough, but they steal it nonetheless. Showing their intent. Derek, can he whip in across? It's a poor one. And they took it out for a goal kick. But the intensity, the intent from Simba Bhora, quite evident.
It's quite evident, and this is what the fans were expecting from their local team, to say they wanted something that could trouble FC Platinum, and we are seeing that at the moment in the first 5 minutes of the second half by Simba Bhora. But hopefully, we just hope that they won't leave gaps behind them as they search for that leading goal, and FC Platinum punishing them on the blind side against the run of play.
Para, Brian Panda. Brian Panda. Captain Atlet equalized the Jan Bakari with a goal for Caps United.
I was speaking to a number of Caps United just now at halftime, who were telling me that it's a trap to score the first goal against Caps United. And of course, that was none other than one Beben Shinurai, a staunch Caps United fan.
Nomen Mapenza. Nomen Mapenza. They're shouting, animated on the bench.
As we see the update from the other matches across the nation, Greenfield and Caps
producer
United.
telling us, Bevan Shinrai, that is the
It's a trap scoring.
giving us the updates of the matches that are on as they scroll them down here.
Yes, the Rentals are still leading 1-0 over Tail 1. Manika Diamond and Yata are still 0-0, and similarly Chicken Inn against Bibita Mineral State goalless.
Throwing on the far side. Simba Bhora to take it. Can they make something out of this one? That's the big question. FC Platinum rather. They've been overawed as you see the free showers.
Yes, the bird eye view fans here, some capturing the action on their phones.
Thank you, Collins, for that one.
And these
Great
are the
shot.
highlights you see in the WhatsApp group circulating.
As well as
that was a timely challenge. Had anything gone wrong there, and they were in the box, it could have resulted in a penalty. But kudos to the defender there, coming in with a timely challenge.
Franco and them picking us the biggest pictures. Colin and Franco picking them from the trees up there. FC Platinum regaining control here. Tadolenkos with the cross comes in, but well defended. But Shone Sumauchi. He was on the calendar. He surprised many of us, but he was there.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at him, he's one solid defender who's sure-footed. He's decisive in his marking and he's effective in actually stopping any attackers going past him. So fine, one might question his inclusion in the calendar, but for me, I think he's justified. He's one of the steady, solid defenders who have in the local game.
Goal kick. William Tolle. As we are slowly about the 54th minute. She's sucking on something.
Yeah, some fruit juice there to hydrate herself. The boys were playing under a partly cloudy sky in Shamva here. Beautiful weather, but of course on the sunny side. So people will want to get some juice.
It should be hot.
Yes, it is. It is hot actually.
Tigere.
That was risky to allow that ball to bounce in the first instance, because you never know when the striker might come in and sneak in behind you and get the ball and cause damage against your team.
Here they come now. It's Webster Tafa. Nyani Ishmael Tafa. He was on the calendar. He's on the calendar as well. Webster Tafa. Outstanding season last season. One of the finest defenders of the season. There he is. Mauchi. Mavunga. Mauchi. Mavunga. Tafa. Webster. Junior Makunike. Sold out to a rate. But good defensive work from his mistake.
Need to be fancy there. The game is still not yet set. There is no time for showboating at the moment. It's a time to be focused. Make sure you are efficient. Make sure you are effective. And Michael Nis will be looking at some of those elements in the game as he's out there scouting for talent and looking at the Zimbabwean football to see which players he may want to shortlist for the Warriors team.
Surely he's looking into December. It's a long way.
It is a long way.
Who's going to be on the plane to Morocco?
It is a long way to December, yes, but at the same time, as a coach, you want to have a long-term plan. You want to have a phased approach to matches where you look at players, look at them, and in terms of assessing how good they are and how
cross comes in.
And you want to see how a individual player can actually fit into your system and give you value for money.
Ntereki. The referee just in front of them with Lawrence Mhlanga. That's Shepard Mhlanga. They need to cool down. Indeed. Divine Mendirera in there. Mhlanga in there. These are junior players. They know each other quite well.
They do. And this is the kind of a game where one
change has been made,
where one want to be better than your friend or than your teammate, than your neighbor.
Tinotenda Meke.
Yeah, Simba Bhora making substitution there. Tinotenda Meke coming in for Isaka Gurirab. And we see some sportsmanship there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's what he did. You look at him.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, that's a bit excessive. You don't want that.
Vieira would have given to you.
Yeah, you don't want that in a game of football. Yes, tempers will flare. Look at that hand on the face of Mhlanga. That might not look good for football. Not look good.
Good management from the referee.
From the referee, yes. So far, we also want to acknowledge that Valentine.
A chance comes in for the home side, but cleared away for a throw in on the far side, on the corner side.
Yeah, the ball threaded through was not very clear. It was not very decisive. Yeah.
Simba Bhora the chance. Cross comes in. No takers. FC Platinum to clear their lines with no trouble. Lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah, he was impeded there. So the referee, I think, rightfully
Intelligent
so.
or lucky?
Yeah, well, intelligent. You know, when you have the ball and you invite contact from your marker, chances are you'll get something out of it. Yeah. And some fans, they're sharing some updates with people at home, telling them what is happening here.
We love the shades too.
Look at that hand over the shoulder. I think he was pulled on the shoulder. So, yeah, good call by the referee. And also intelligent play by the player there, that when you have the ball, invite some form of contact, you are likely to get something out of it.
FC Platinum now. Cross cover shot! Brian Panda!
Good first touch, good flick, good shot of the volley, but of course it went off target. But this is the kind of play that we want to see from players. And Banda,
Jefferson Maro wanted it.
Yeah,
but Brian Panda, we know he can pack them.
Yeah, he can pack them. But I like the way he received the ball, the way he flicked over the ball, and then took a shot. Good technique, but of course the execution didn't give him the result that he anticipated. We have now played an hour. We have 30 minutes to go in this game, and it still remains goalless.
Indeed. The brass band still bracing up. It looks like it's a popular thing in Zimbabwean football nowadays.
Yeah, we've seen a number of teams engage brass bands.
Even Dynamos.
Yes, yeah. Which is good. It's part of the entertainment that you get, that you want to get when you go to a football stadium to watch the match. Yes, we've seen football, we've seen beauty, and we've heard music.
Indeed, of course. Here comes now FC Platinum in all yellow. Kicking from left to right. Simba Bhora kicking from right to left on your screens in all green. Norman Mapeza in the pictures, animated as always. There he is. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's not liking what he saw. I'm sure
he wishes he could play.
Yeah. Well, they did call him Chinoe Majuzi for nothing. He's one of the finest talents that we saw in the land when he was playing for Daring T, and when he was also playing for the Warriors. He's one of the new talent that we saw introducing a transition in our Zimbabwean football, and as far as players who could play from the back. Remember, Norman Mapeza is one of the players who could chase the ball in his own box and then started playing out instead of just clearing an aimless ball up front.
Tell you a secret. He used to make me nervous with those.
But he was sure-footed.
Simba Bhora now, Blessing Moyo. Corner kick. Corner kick. So the first 15 are up, 16 minutes. "61 minutes, a cross comes in. Never together in the pictures. Klanga preparing his team. Derek. Here comes FC Platinum. Good defensive work from them. And they come out of their shell and hole unhindered and unscathed. But good every day from Meke. It's not tender Meke. Good view, good sides. Even the weather. Oh, brilliant challenge. What more do you ask for? FC Platinum. Simba Bhora launching an attack forward, but well defended and well recollected and recycled by A chance for the goalkeeper, mistake. Simba Bhora on the chance, get the penalty. Jaragi places a shot over the bar. What a chance! What a chance! That one goes begging. My goodness gracious me. Surely that one should have given the lead to the home side. They can't believe it. Neither can we. Joel Pata can't believe it as well. It's the misfortune. Even the fans high up in the electricity lines, brave as they are, can't believe it. Surely that should have been one. Look at that. Derek, good control, good placement. Put it somewhere, son. Put it, son. FC player. But Joe, what a chance.
I'm wondering why Blessing Dereki went for power. There was no need to go for power in that instance. It needed precision, it needed making sure, as opposed to trying to fire the shot and kill the keeper and rip off the nets. Blessing Dereki wasting a glorious opportunity for Simba Bhora. He would have come in as a super sub in this case, but he's denying himself the glory of being the savior of this game. And also, check one thing, Valentine. That goal came because David Bizabani had actually misplaced his pass, trying to play from the back. David Bizabani has not been comfortable in this game, and he's saved his blushes there. You need to thank Blessing Dereki, probably buying him a drink after the game, because he would have saved him the blushes. David Bizabani owes Blessing Dereki a drink.
Back in the day we would know, but the trend has changed.
Yes.
Free kick.
One man down there. Yeah. Courtesy of Blessing Dereki again. Yeah, one man down. Courtesy of Blessing Dereki. But it's good to see him get up on his feet and continue with play. Because an injury is one thing you don't want to see on any player. You want a player like Magaya to express himself and make sure he enjoys his career.
Get on the ball. Simba Bhora now spreading it wide. Nyani. Here they come now. Pisto, Blessing Moyo, good control. Poor pass from him nonetheless. Couldn't reach his main there. But the captain takes a quick throw in on the far side. The referee will ask a retake. Joel Parker. Surely he believes he should be in the lead right now.
He surely believes he should be in the lead.
Change comes in. Emmanuel Zuoche. Comes in for Never to get it. Never to get it. Applause the fans. Zuoche, former Dynamos. Now it's Simba Bhora. Can he come with the impetus and the goal that Simba Bhora needs? We saw a late one yesterday afternoon. A mistake after a brilliant show from Triangle United. But in optional time, they had to mess it up. A change as well. In comes, that is the man, jersey number 21, James Kulube. Speedy, tricky winger. And the striker, we wait and see where he's going to get in there. Comes in for Tondolenko Singwenya. There you have the confirmation of the substitute. Ivan Mendelera out for Vincent Nyangulu. Todoleko Sungoya out for James Ngolove. Good defensive work from SC Planum to shut out, much to the applause of Mbongeni Lindole and Ndlovu, the captain for SC Platinum. Looks like the captain for the season nonetheless. Norman Mapeza knows that the clock is ticking in a certain direction. Doesn't like losing, I'll tell you that. Detests it. Sucks in him. It's very competitive. Simba Bhora now, acres of space on the left channel of attack. A cross is whipped in. The keeper will recollect. William Tole. Maushe looks to be injured. The referee asking Maushe what could be the challenge. He's going to ask the Betics to come in. Mafunga asking his defensive partner what could be the challenge. Is he okay? Can he continue? That's the challenge. That's the biggest challenge. Norman Mapeza having an opportunity as well, John Kani.
And look at the way Norman Mapeza is animated. Yeah, you know, he seems not to be happy with what he's seeing. He's trying to make sure his players are agent on the ball, make sure they play as they are drilled, and nothing else that he's asking for. Whereas Joel Lupata on the other side is wondering what his guys should do so that they get a goal out of this game. Definitely this game needs a goal. Whichever team gets to score now might prove to be a very important goal. Who's going to be the hero in this game? It's still goalless here. 71 minutes played, and well, the game needs a goal. Which team is going to score? Well, we don't know, but definitely a goal is needed. Who's going to be the hero in this game?
I was just playing earlier on how we saw a late goal of a mistake yesterday after trying with a brilliant game by all starters for the neutrals. And they just had to make that howler at the death of the match in optional time to concede.
Yes, and that would be a cruel way to lose a game, Valentine. After holding so long, you have maintained your clean sheet, and then only to concede in the dying minutes, and there's no time to recover, no time to equalize. It would be a cruel way to lose a game. But at the same time, this game is crying for a hero.
Can we find one? Only time will tell. Time will always be the greatest prophet. Yesterday, my match commentator was telling me that Valentine is what we call the commentator's case, and somebody's going to make a mistake, and it's going to be a goal, and it happens.
And these are the games where you get heroes and villains.
FC Platinum now. Can they punish the home side? A cross comes in, it's a good one. Cheeky flick. War red Brian Banda now. A cross comes in. Not quite in precision, but well taken. Can they pass it around? No, they couldn't. Good defensive work from Simba Bhora, but they're not out of the woods. A cross is come, and no problem there from Gibson Maroa. Was looking to be the keeper of his touch, faking a cross, going for goal or a miscued shot.
Yeah, I think it's a miscued shot, and more so even a miscued cross. Because there's no way you are going to beat a good goalkeeper like Tole from that range and from that angle. You are at an acute angle. I would have expected him to send in a cross on the far post where your teammate will come in and possibly meet it from the blind side. But for me, that was a wasted cross.
Indeed. Simba Bhora, recollect. Nyani. Tightly being monitored here. by Vincent Nyangulu for FC Platinum. Throwing on the near side. Close to the touchline. We can visibly see there was an high school here from our pictures because that's where the stadium is premised from.
Yeah, that was a handball.
Free kick.
Yeah, that was a handball.
Nyangulu to win it.
Good call by the goalkeeper.
Of Makodeke. His father was an exceptional midfielder.
Oh, yes.
With a great charisma.
Yoko.
Yeah.
Yeah, a clear handball there.
He was related, not really, but related to him. William Tole correcting his, because Brian Banda can pack them from that angle. He's behind it.
Oh, yes.
As if we prophesy.
Let's see if we can give the fans, the traveling fans, something to celebrate and sing the hearts of the local fans.
Will they be singing Puchu Bhora or Gona Gudada? Too close to the goalkeeper.
Too close to the goalkeeper. You'd have expected him to put it on the edge, towards the edge of the box.
And what was that?
An off the ball incident. The defender tripped the attacker. There's a player down there. He was tripped while they were chasing for the ball. Of course, the ball was far on the other side, on the right-hand side channel. But I think they crossed paths, thereby leading to an FC player falling onto the ground. So it's basically an off-the-ball incident. That's why the referee started the action with a drop-down ball.
It's the fans listening to analysis or understand what happened.
Oh yeah, we ride on the benefit of the visuals, captured electronically by our able crew at ZTV Sportman.
Here we go. Blessing on. Good retrieve of the ball.
Mauchi for you. Yes, very steady. But of course, he could have done better with the pass.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing.
That's a foul, surely.
Oh, yes, sure it is. It's one thing, Valentine, to win the ball decisively. But then becomes another thing, what you do with it.
That should be a bookable offense from Junior Makurike. Lucky not to get a card there.
Yeah, but
the referee will have a chat with him.
Yeah, but he's been called to the headmaster's office. A series of hard tackles that we've seen there, 2 tackles in a space of about 2-3 seconds, which for me might also be an indicator that the players is now playing into them, that they are not getting anything out of this game. They are not unlocking a goal. So frustration tends to creep in, more so in these dying minutes of the game, where we've played 76 minutes, we haven't done anything, we haven't won the game, we haven't scored, so we are bound to be frustrated. So this is now the period where players with mental fortitude exert themselves in a game and exert their authority in a game. This is where heroes and villains are created. I think it's too far. Yeah, I think it's too far. I think 2-man play here may do the trick.
Let's see how they get. Brian Banda asking. There's a shot.
Yeah, I was expecting a ball that was going to be flighted maybe onto the edges of the box, sideways, not direct on goal, but more towards the corner flags. And then you expect something to come in as a second ball.
And then the pictures. Blessing. Junior Makurike. Better from Simba Bhora. Nyani. Creating space. Yeah, a chance. Can you whip in across? A good one. Not quite, unfortunately. John Kani. An opportunity goes begging, but across is whipped in. A chance. Goalkeeper must have mistaken. Off target. How do they miss that? Gifted by the goalkeeper. The second time in this encounter. William Manondo from Caps United. The goals have very deserted.
You'd expect William Manondo to bury that one after being. Look at the way the ball was flighted into the box. Look at David Bizabani, not comfortable with the ball. William Manondo, all he needed to do was to get a precise connection of the ball, direct the ball towards the goal. It will be resulted in a goal. David Bizabani again inviting Simba Bhora to score.
And that was his last contribution in the game, that is William Manondo. As we see the coming in of, that is the man Marvin Wata coming in for Mr. Shibuku, William Manondo.
Yeah, hopefully that change will yield a new goal.
It's the confidence maybe that's left in him. There he is. William Manondo.
Yeah.
Minutes plus optional time still to play. It was a nice stadium. Matchday, one of the Castle-Lager Premier Soccer League between defending champion Simba Bhora as they take on FC Platinum. Marvin Wata coming in for William Manondo. Confirmation there for you. Nyani looking for Bisto. Blessing Moyo was trying first touch pass,
which I think was maybe not the best decision. I think they should have played 2 touches. Play the ball, get comfortable with the ball, and then send him a decisive pass, a decisive cross into the box. But he went for the first touch, which for me is a wasted opportunity there. There's David Bizabani, very uncomfortable this afternoon. Yeah, but that's why we realize that in football, he's a lucky lad. Yeah, in football, we haven't really seen much of goalkeepers being substituted except for injury. But otherwise, David Bizabani would have maybe not lasted the entire match. He's been very uncomfortable, even when he was trying to play the ball off his feet. And we've seen a number of times where he's been very uncomfortable, inviting Simba Bhora to score, but they are not punishing him.
Throw in on the far side. 10 minutes plus optional time still to play. Goalless is looking highly likely as the result a shade of spoils. But yesterday, if you are going to write on that, tell us a different story. Here comes now Simba Bhora. Can they create something here? Make it. Not quite. Wow.
Surely that's a free kick. I want you to note something, Valentine. Have you seen that whenever Simba Bhora are threatening, look at the way FC Platinum are recoiling into a defensive shape. They are recoiling in numbers. They are coming back in numbers into defensive positions. That's why you find that Simba Bhora is failed to be effective when they venture into the FC Platinum box. So I think kudos to the coach Nomena Plaza for drilling his players how to play without the ball.
FC Platinum now, can they get the sucker punch? Get the winner here. The cross is whipped in. Too close to the goalkeeper. No problem for William Tole. And he quickly dispatches it. At the Green Fuel Arena is still 1-0. Herantas lead Tel1 by 2-1. While Manika Diamonds are being held to a goalless draw by Yada FC.
While some beautiful fans here are
chicken in
their favorite beverages on these terraces.
Yeah, that's some pink drink here.
Chicken in and Vita Minerals are still held.
Goalless. Quaker United holding their own against former champions against the Platinum. Here they come, Maushe. Mistake. Mauchi. There they come across the swept in, across. A chance for Brian Panda to latch on to something. Here we go. Let's see. Bothwell, across. Mauchi to clear. It's been a stalwart. Yes, he has had his mistakes, but sometimes he's sure-footed.
Yeah, he's sure-footed, but it hasn't yielded anything. Yeah.
They're biting their nails now.
These are the visiting fans from Sishawani, FC Platinum fans who have come here to hopefully get a result.
Girandorefu. Indlela inde. To come to this part of the country, Shamva, the gold mining town. Mzori. Norman Mapeza, look at him. From the beverage, you see the chips.
Yes. And we are seeing a colorful crowd that is coming to this game. All kinds, all flavors, and with different objectives of coming into this game. Yeah, beautiful crowd, I must say, Valentine, that we're seeing here. Sizable crowd that came through to watch this.
PCL should be happy.
It should be.
From yesterday to today.
Yes.
I don't know about the other games in the other centers today. Here comes now a chance for the home side. Can they break the solid defense? A shot! My goodness gracious. He couldn't peg it properly.
Yeah, he couldn't. Actually, the shot was blocked for a corner.
Yeah.
So it's still Simba Bhora on the offensive.
Don't they miss time on Machopa?
Yeah, that was a timely intervention.
Good time.
Otherwise, the ball would
Look
have
at
been
him
sliced
celebrate.
into dangerous
I
territory.
love defenders when they do that.
Very decisive.
Corner kick. In the 84th minute of this encounter. 6 minutes plus optional time still to play. Goalless it remains between Simba Bhora and FC Platinum.
And if it is like this Valentine, it will mean that Simba Bhora would have failed to beat FC Platinum here at Wazanai Stadium. If you look at sometime 2 years ago, Simba Bhora lost 2-1 here to FC Platinum. And then sometime in June last year, in November last year, Simba Bhora lost 2-0 to FC Platinum. So FC Platinum showing their dominance over Simba Bhora.
So it looks like Norman Mapeza has got the number of Simba Bhora.
On speed dial.
On speed dial. Oh yeah. So if you're a punter and you love betting,
always bet on FC Platinum
beating
FC Simba Bhora, or bet on FC Platinum not losing to Simba Bhora. Sure-footed. Thank me later.
those are the odds. We should get all the punters and betting houses to come on our show today. We will tell you the odds.
Yeah.
John Kane, I'm sure he's got the stats already.
I do have, yeah. And make sure you won't forget me when you win your wages and give me a commission.
Agizio. Free kick. Blessing oil. Sojo, Nyani or Hagizio today, this afternoon for your men of the match? Because I think they've been studying in their defensive roles.
I'll give it to Nyoni. For me, he's been stellar at the back. Of course, showing a true captain's role. And I think he has done well defensively. But again, you also want to look at it and say, how much has he been invited into play by the strikers? Has he been troubled, or has he simply been sure-footed and making sure he's protecting his goal? But Blessing Nyoni, for me, yeah, he has a big shout for the man of the match.
Yellow and black.
Yeah. They come in all kinds of sizes.
So you
all
say
kinds of
they're
colors.
picking on?
Nyoni, Captain Nyoni, for me. Because you see a player down on the far side, you don't want to see any casualties.
Brian Banda.
Yeah, it's a head injury.
So, which side have you been impressed of that defense?
Simba Bhora. Simba Bhora. But FC Platinum have been dominant. Yes, they've had more possession, but that possession didn't convert into something meaningful. They haven't had anything to take home, simply because the Simba Bhora defense has just remained resolute. Only that they are not scoring goals up front. But but the Simba Bhora defense for me did the business. And Michael Nis there.
Michael Nis?
Following
You would
procedure.
have expected looking at the stats and gone. I'm sure if he was a better, you would have said it's a Platinum win. But it looks like everybody are being held.
Yes.
By Simba Bhora in their own backyard. Which means FC Platinum would have done well in this encounter. So I don't know which one to go. Is it FC Platinum we've done well here, or it is Simba Bhora we've done well here?
It will be Simba Bhora holds FC Platinum.
They're the defending champions, so it goes the other side.
Yeah, but if you look at the head-to-head argument between the two, FC Platinum is dominating Simba Bhora. But in this case, Simba Bhora has stood their own in their own backyard. They haven't been hurt. which would have normally happened.
They've lost a lot.
Yes, they've played 4 times in the last 2 years, and Simba Bhora has only won once. They've only beaten FC Platinum once. So FC Platinum winning 3 times out of the 4 encounters.
Better play. Oh man, he pushed his ball, he shot too much of it. Ndereki being penalized, surrounded by AC Platinum players. Nyasulu, Magaya, Agizio. Brian Panda there as well. Mbongeni. Oh, he gave him a bit of a chance.
Yeah, he did. His forward foot actually missed the ball. And then his follow-through foot actually, yeah, he did. He stemmed. I think, speaking of Blessing Dereki, something is playing up in his mind. After that missed chance and a few hard tackles that he has shown us, I think Blessing Dereki is lucky to survive a card. And of course, Norman Mapeza is justified to complain. He's also showing that he actually threw his feet, he landed his feet onto a player who was actually down. Yeah. Blessing Dereki must thank his gods. Blessing Dereki must thank his gods.
So the other centers, Capson had to survive the scare.
As you look at that play again, look at Blessing. There is the ball. He had played the ball away.
Touch.
Yeah, look at his left foot. Look at his left foot there. He's stomping on the player and in front of the referee.
Naughty.
Yeah, very naughty. I think we should see some form of a card there. But the referee, I'm not sure if he's going to take any further action there. Besides the talking to.
Mbongeni. His father was Umabad.
No, he's actually his brother.
Oh, it's his
Yeah,
brother.
it's his brother, yes.
Umabad.
Yeah, Vegan Grove, the Islanders legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are brothers. Rasta there.
Rasta man.
Rasta man.
Can't believe that Buj is not beating today.
Yeah, we don't know whether he's feeling irate. Yeah.
I don't know if it's Buju Banton or somebody else. But Rasta man.
Yeah. But a good afternoon nonetheless. Out with the boys watching a beautiful game of football.
90 minutes are up, according to our clock.
And remains goalless.
Cross comes in. Yaregi with a good chest. FC Platinum playing it safe.
I'm asking myself whether he didn't trust his goalkeeper to play a back pass. to his goalkeeper.
On the ball. Meke. Nyani. Outstanding so far this afternoon. They spread it wide. Mauchi. Blessing. They call him Bisto Moyo. Nyani. Better play. This is now opening FC Platinum. Merrick. Can he beat his marker and whip in a good cross here? Does. Good touch. Derek. Place it. A chance of that. Massimo. Places there for the far. That could have been the crowning moment. Even Dubai.
Dubai will be asking if this guy's watched him when he was playing. Yeah. It's that season for FC Platinum there.
10 for 17.
Jefferson Maroa being pulled off.
Indeed.
Yeah, that free kick going all the way over the bar and over the terraces. Oh, what a misplaced shot.
Norman Mapeza shutting the goal, taking on Jose Maroa, an attacking player, bringing in Michel Ngwenya, a defender.
Yeah, I think Norman Mapeza will be happy with a point on the road. Nothing worked today. The game plan didn't yield any goal. The game plan didn't yield any goal, any 3 points. So what you want to do now, rather shut shop, keep a clean sheet, get a point, and go home.
Two minutes up of the optional time, and the referee blows to end this one in a goalless draw. Matchday 1 of the Kasulaga Premier Soccer League, and of course, it is a share of spoils. 1-0. Fair result, John Kani. Your take, your analysis. and your conclusion of this one.
A fair result for the two teams who played a 3-5-2 formation, which is a sign of respecting each other, trying to get dominant in the middle of the park. But of course, we saw in the first half FC Platinum coming in as a better side with more ball possession, but of course lacking that decisive pass in the final third to help the home team Simba Bhora. Then in the second half, we saw Simba Bhora coming in a rejuvenated side, but of course that didn't yield any result. So more or less a fair result, being a draw, a goalless draw, but I think Norman Mapeza would be the happier of the two coaches, getting a clean sheet and a point on the road.
And the crowd, you happy?
Happy with the crowd. People actually came out here. A beautiful crowd, colorful crowd, young, old, male, female, everyone was here. A good indicator that there is an anticipation of football following in Zimbabwe. But a goalless draw, fair result. But perhaps Norman Mapeza not happy with that. But I mean, happy with a point and getting a clean sheet.
Joe Lepata, they're having a chat with him. Thank you, John Kani. And of course, we'll hear from you from downstairs to give us the analysis of this whole encounter as well. So that's the story at Wazanai Stadium as we were looking at this great encounter between the defending champions, that is Simba Bhora, as they did take on, that is FC Platinum. FC Platinum have always dominated and beaten, that is Simba Bhora here in their own home turf. But today, Charlie Partha manages to break that jinx, manages to break that juggernaut of victories for Norman Mapeza when he comes here with his dominant side, but to get a draw in this encounter. God as it ends, match day one of the Zimbabwe Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. What a match. From my name, Valentine Mabugu, Norman Mapeza, sharing his details and other issues. We'll find out from him what he's saying. As you can see, having a chat with the referees, complaining something, agitated as always, but we have to find out. He always wants to win, and it's very competitive all the time. This has been Valentine Mabugu. I certainly hope you did enjoy the commentary. Over to Charles Mambika for the full-time analysis.
Right, 0-0 at the end. Hey, I think it was a game of two halves. You'll agree with me. The first half seemingly belonging to pure Platinum play, FC Platinum, and the second half seemingly belonging to the host, Chinuchedu Simba Bhora, 0-0. But the Simba Bhora fans will not be too pleased because this is a team that has really troubled them. Last season, remember, they lost both encounters. But I think a point would be good for them. Right, we will start by talking to the away team's coach. And I'm joined here by former Zimbabwe Warriors captain, Muchina Wemajuzi, Norman Mapeza. Well, coach, draw, fair result, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a fair result. If you look at the opportunities they had, I think we gave them those opportunities. We gave them those opportunities. Then first half, I think they played some quality football, better football. Second half, you know, the guys, the legs are a little bit gone. It's the first game of the season. You know, and the pitch is a little bit heavy. But look, I'm more than happy with the point. We go home, we continue working and see what happens come end of the season.
Okay. Before I let you go, coach, there are millions of FC Platinum supporters watching right now. What are you parting with after this first game? What can you tell them?
Yeah, they need to keep us. They need to keep us, give their maximum support. It's a long journey. It's a long journey. I spoke about it. It's not about me. It's not about this player. It's about us as a family, as the FC family planning, the FC family. FC Platinum family. So we keep working hard. We keep working. We need their support. We need their support. So we keep working hard and try to, especially today, and rectify the mistakes. I thought the guys were not doing okay.
Okay. Right. You heard from Muchina Wemajuzi. Thank you so much, coach, and safe travel back to Shishama.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Right. That was Muchina Wemajuzi. Happy with the point. And if you are a FC Platinum fan, you heard what he said. Now, I'm joined, my coach. I'm joined by Dubai, my very good friend Dubai. Of course, Norman Mapeza, also my very good friend. I have good friends all over. Right, Fair result, Dubai, you think? What are your thoughts?
Thank you, CNN. First game of the season at home, my first game as the defending champions. The pressure was always going to be there, but I'm happy that we have played this game. I feel that I've taken the pressure off my shoulders. I'm happy with what these boys have done. They left sweat and blood, but to come here and get a draw, of which I felt maybe if our boys were composed, we could have gotten the 3 points. But at the end of the day, we are happy with the point. We take the point and make sure that when we go to ZPC, another difficult game away, they don't give away goals there. But this draw, I'm feeling that it will give these boys a little bit of confidence. They'll work, because the first games are always difficult, but we are happy that we have played. So we are still correcting our mistakes from last week. I think it's better today, but next week it will be better. But I feel like we've got a good team.
Okay. I'll let you go. Just your parting words to the Simba Bhora supporters who could not come here, but all over the country. What can you say? Just quickly before you go.
They are the best. They know it. They are the best. Right. Thank you so much.
Okay, right. Simple. My very good friend Dubai, Joel Lupat, saying the Simba Bhora supporters are the best. Well, what I can say is that you are the best when you join us here on ZBC TV Sports every weekend and even midweek. Remember, 20 March, the Warriors play Benin in South Africa. That's just about it. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. Tomorrow we are at Baobab, where the Panthers Moors host Ibozo Highlanders. From everybody here from the commentary box, Valentine Vava Mabugu, the two analysts Becky Nyoni and Jose Nkani, we say yes, fronted by our producers Stuart Shoriwa, Bevan Shinurai and Tinashe Manyoni. We say remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.
The second coming of Christ, program yakanangana nekudzoka kwa Jesu Kristu. Idi, Jesus is coming again. Asi mukati me Bible, zvinoita